Hi everyone, my name is Cherryln Yap. You can call me Cherry for short, as I know my first name is quite challenging to pronounce. I am a software/web developer by profession, and I've been with Cireson for running around 7 years now. My main role at the company is a software development engineer, and I have been part of the Service Manager Portal project since its early days, like version 2.x to be exact. Today, I'm taking a break from development and will be giving a short talk entitled Ignite Your Imagination and Integration Capability with APIs. So, for this session, we will be talking about APIs and Cireson APIs and show you how you can use them to enhance your customization and integration capabilities. But before anything else, let me just welcome you all again to Innovate 2021. Hope you are all having a good time so far. Just a couple of notes before we get started. Um, this session is recorded like all the other sessions at Innovate this year, and these recordings will be released following the event. We will have a Q&A portion after this session, and that will be at the lounge for 30 minutes. In the event that you miss out the 30-minute window and still have some questions, uh, feel free to drop by our open floor type of lounge, which is open all day long. You can drop by there anytime and ask your questions or inquiries. Someone from Styroton will always be there to assist you with your needs. Now that housekeeping is out of the way, I think we can get started. So, what are APIs and why do I care? API technically is an acronym that stands for Application Programming Interface. It is a software intermediary by means of endpoints that allows two applications or more to talk to each other. It can also be described as a connectivity interface among applications. But in layman's term, or simply to simplify things, API simply acts out as a messenger between the user's needs and the system's response. So in a typical API call, you would have a user uh, which has a requester, which is usually the user. Then the API, which is a set of methods or functions that takes in the user's requests and pass the requests up to the system, and which also will eventually pass back the system's response to uh, the requester or to the user. And you also have our application or your system that which processes the user's request. So that's typically how the cycle will look like. So uh, on a real life example, I can think of a banking transaction as the best example at this point. So think of yourself as uh, the user, uh, the bank teller as the API, and then the bank itself is the application or the system. So when you want to take some money out of your account, you typically walk up to the bank teller and say, "I'd like $1,000 off this account." The teller then goes to the bank, tells the bank manager of your request, and then the bank manager goes through the entire withdrawal process and hands out the $1,000 um, to the teller who will eventually hand out the money to you. So as you can see, the teller, which is like her API at this point, is a messenger between your needs, which is the money, and the um, system, which is the bank. Another typical application would be, or example would be um, an online travel website. Let's say that the world is now past the nasty virus and traveling the world is an opportunity again. So here you are planning your next vacation and decided to open up a travel website. Now this travel site may be linked to 10 other mm, travel site to find the best deal for you. When you input details like a location, like going to Paris for 2 nights, and we'll be needing one room, you send this request to those 10 different travel sites. Um, by passing in your request to the API. API then takes in your request for that specific location, date range, and room specification, and it will eventually pings out or send it over to 10 other travel sites for like a travel quotation of some sort. Once this travel site has processed your request and the API then gathered the response back, or which is the travel information at this point that they have found for you. Then once you have that data in, you just simply look through the deals that this 10 travel site has presented, and then you can pick out the best one. So again, this shows that the API is just a middleman, so to say, between your request and the system's response. So now that we've established what API is, why should you care? For business owner, API is a powerful tool that can help speed up your business operation, grow your brand's reach, connect your shoppers to a certain product that they are eyeing or are wanting. If you're into like an e-commerce site, then it is also a tool to allow you to customize whatever it is that you have right now at your system to better suit your business process or business needs. For developers, it will make your life so much easier. Developers don't need to reinvent the wheels over and over, so to say. They don't have to like recreate everything from the beginning. Uh, they can just simply use whatever is out there to speed up the development process. So, for instance, anyone who wishes to extend or customize the Service Manager portal, they can simply do so by calling and using the out-of-the-box portal API that we have, rather than writing codes involving SCSM SDK or the Enterprise Management Objects um, SDK from scratch. So as mentioned, Cireson Service Manager Portal has its own set of out-of-the-box portal API. Some of the things that you can do with this API are getting specific work item information or retrieving a particular knowledge base information. You can also create charts or reports using the exposed dashboard API that we have. Then you can bring things to a higher level, so to say, with your forms in terms of form customization by creating customization such as customized tasks that would maybe update a certain work item. And you can easily do this by just calling in our save projection endpoint, and that would like help you save things faster onto the SCSM site. And all of these things are documented at our API reference page. Uh, you can view it by appending /help on your portal URL, and that should redirect you to a page listing out all the available endpoints that uh, the out-of-the-box portal has right now. And while the portal API was able to help a lot of customers in their portal customizations, integration was limited or is limited to service manager related items or to work items, primarily because portal API, the portal was built on top of service manager. So to address that limitation and to allow customers to exhaust the portal to its full potential and to be able to give customers the ability to write their own set of endpoints or API, the Cireson platform was born. The platform started as an internal initiative to build a technology stack that will facilitate the production and delivery of Cireson apps. These applications that are built on Platform API are delivered using a NuGet-based project packaging format that we call as Cireson Platform Extension or CPEX for short. Then in a simplest term, Nugget package is just like a zipped file which contains the compiled code, uh, normally a DLL at this point, and it will also contain other um, product related items such as some manifest which like displays or disclose the product and package version. Then the portal actually consumes the CPEX package by dropping it in an installable folder and letting the platform service um, handles it, consumes it, and install it over to the portal. Uh, and this platform API adheres to the OData version 4 protocol. So anything you can do with OData, you can do so with the platform API. By simplest definition, OData is just the standardized protocol built over existing web protocols such as HTTP or REST, which supports uh, the CRUD operations or the create, read, update, and delete operation. Then these endpoints, platform endpoints are, or the metadata is accessible by appending /platform/API into the portal URL. You will see more of this as I go over the demo later in a bit. And how is the portal or SMP uses the platform API? So there are two aspects or two main features at the portal that I can think of. First off is the platform cache, which is where the CMDB portal or the dynamic data experience and the global search are built on top of. Platform cache simply syncs any classes on Service Manager, and then it also provides you with the ability to edit this CSM classes onto the portal. The best thing about this is that there is no additional code on your part needed. You simply would just have to specify the class you wanted to sync over at the dynamic data configuration page, and then the platform will sync it for you and will provide you with the default form template for editing. Then the global search works, or whenever you do a global search at the portal, it actually makes use of the platform's full text search capability. Then the other one uh, that uses the platform API are the add-ins. Add-ins are basically a set of installable customizations built under the platform API. Add-ins allows you to provide new ways to add settings or get and push data uh, back into the system, or to build a more flexible customizations that suits your business requirements or your needs. Um, up until version 10.2.x, customizations on the portal shared by customers and the community have all wound up as a JavaScript file in the, and are stored on the custom space folder. It's an approach that has helped address a host of needs, but it's also one that we recognize at a scale that can become administratively challenging. Hence, on version 10.2.x, we introduced this new way, the add-ins, to administratively deploy, manage, and share customizations between environment easier, or to make customization between environments easier. Currently, add-ins are supplied by Cireson, uh, which you could download from a KB article that I will share later on at the demo also. However, there is a greater vision down the roadmap for a probable adding of an add-in app store type of experience, wherein users will can bring their customizations into the community by uploading it over to um, a specific area or an app store, um, so to say, then just have it be accessible from there. So yeah, demo time. So um, enough with the talk. It's time for some action, so to say. I will be switching over to demo mode now, so I can show you how the platform works in action. For the demo, these are the following things that we will be looking at. First off, I'm going to show you how the whole dynamic data or the CMDB portal experience work. At the portal, we'll be bringing in, or yeah, we will bring in a custom class from SCSM console into the Service Manager portal. Then we will try to create a widget based on that class that we will sync over. Then I will also demonstrate how we download and install and add in. For this instance, we're going to use the activity banner add-in as an example. And then to take things on a more development-centered demo, I'm gonna show you how to create a simple platform application, and then we will try to consume that both at the portal and at an external, or on a place that is not on the portal. We're gonna try to consume the data on an Excel worksheet. Um, so yeah, those are the things that I'll be covering for the demo. So I'm just gonna switch to my development packs real quick. Mm, mm. So yeah, so this is my development box right now. So as I've said, I've created, or we're going through the CMDB portal experience first off. So I've already created or imported a custom class which inherits from a configuration item. So I named this Innovate that demo that test class. Then currently this has 5 demo data on it. So to bring this custom class into the portal, we simply have to log in as an administrator. Then we head out to the admin settings page. There is this dynamic data link, then configuration. Then right at this page, there is this dynamic data table filters section. This is where we add in our uh, classes or table names that we wish, table names from the SCSM CMDB that we wish to include or display in the portal. Yeah. This is the one that I've just created at the console. So hit on update. Then you can also, in the event that you don't really recall the full name of the table or the full name of the class, you could type it in like a wildcard type of some sort. But bear in mind that this is going to read using a contains filter and the cache and will cache all table names that begins with the text entered in the filter name field. So once we click on save, you will get like a notification that the platform service or platform cache would have to um, restart to sync your data in. Just click on save. And it will prompt you for a successful update. And like I said, the, the endpoint is accessible at platform/API. So if we try to search in our class, here it is. By naming convention, the platform syncs it in by giving an entity name of cache underscore the name of the name of the class. So that's why at this point we have cache empty underscore innovate underscore demo underscore test class. Then to access the data, we simply have to append that over at the URL. And these are the 5 objects that we have. So now that we have proven that we've got data over at our demo class, we can head back to the portal. Then on a dashboard page, or when you create a page, we can add in an OData table widget. Then if we head over to the configuration section, this is what you will be able to see. Get a title, description, OData endpoint, which will typically be platform/API. Then that would list out mm, the entity sets or the classes that are available. We're gonna choose the demo class, and right at this choose and arrange column field, we will specify the different fields that we want to be displayed. So there, click on save. And once you click on any of the items name, you will be redirected to a default uh, form template similar to how you would see on a configuration item form back at the console. We've patterned it that way so you can update your um, item from here. You don't need to have to go to the to do so. So there's that. So that's basically how um, the dynamic data experience works. So the next thing are add-ins. Add-ins or the knowledge article uh, for the add-ins are on this URL. It's kb.cireson.com/article/reference add-ins overview. Then right at the add-in content section, these are the available add-ins that we have as of the moment. So if you click on a specific item, you will be redirected to the like the add-in details page, and you will be presented with like a description, uh, the default settings for this particular add-in, some examples, and some version information. So we're going to go ahead and download this one. By the way, this activity progress banner simply just uh, allows you to see a progress of a service request or change request in the form of a banner at the top of the page based on activity title. So this is what we're sort of expecting to look like. Once we have um, our CPEX downloaded, we copy that over to the installable CPEX folder found at Program Data Cireson Platform host folder. Then we just let the platform cache picks it up on its next run or in the next cycle of run. Instead of waiting, I'm going to go ahead and restart the service manually. Then we would know that it was able to install the package already because this CPEX package will eventually be removed on this folder. So let's just try and wait for a bit there. So once that is removed, we can head back to our portal. Then again, as an admin, you will have the option for the add-ins page. And this is how it looks like. This one, this instruction how to install KB or to install add-ins is actually the KB article that I've showed you earlier. So you can access the KB article from here. Then this page will also display all the available installed add-ins. You will have the add-in name, the latest or the updated version installed. Then you have a link for the settings page, and you would have this on and off switch which toggles in or which allows you to toggle the or which allows you to enable or disable a particular customization. So to test out, we head over to a service request. Currently, it is like displaying like the very default form that the portal has. If we switch this progress banner to active, and we head back to our service request, try to refresh the page. This is what was added. So you see, you've got these like the process step on top. Then if you wish to disable it, that should be taken out of the form. There. So see how easy it was to uh, enable or disable a customization at this point. You don't need to go over your custom space folder, you, or you don't need to go over hiding in a customization by means of CSS. You simply just have to let your administrator toggle things over at the add-ins page. So there. And yes, the next item, which is creating a simple platform application. So on Visual Studio, we do have like an extension called um, Cireson. Is it an extension called Cireson Platform, which allows you to create a Cireson Platform extension projects. So once you have that in, you will have that ability plus this like um, tools for like development or for debugging during development. So to create that project, you simply have to go to the new project page, then like specify your project name and all the rest of the items. Um, but I've already created one at this point, just because the scaffolding will take quite a bit of time to populate this like, like the default contents that this platform application will have. So right now, we're gonna try to add in like a model, which is simply our class. So once you add in an item, you head over to the Cireson tab, and this is our the um, platform items that you can use. So for this demo, we're just gonna add in um, a model or a class. Let's name it product. So once you created a model, um, there are going to be like a platform properties, uh, platform generated properties. And these are the items under platform entity implementation region. By default, your model will always have like an ID as the primary key. So just gonna give this app some properties. Mm, We're just gonna add in some getters and setters. Let's just go with price. So that again, there's so much more things you can do in here. Like you could add in your bound and unbound actions under the actions folder. You could add in your filter attributes at the filters folder, or you could add in triggers and workers, background workers at the specified folders. But for this demo purpose, due to time constraints, we're just gonna go over creating a simple class and then consuming that class onto the portal. So once we have our class ready, we'll try to rebuild that. Once that's successful, normally on development, we just make use of these extension tools to uh, install our platform NuGet rather than going over into the copying of a package to the installable folder. So once we had that, once we have that uploaded, it will like display the status at the bottom. And we're just gonna wait for the platform to restart. So right now it's recompiling the models because we've added in one. So once we've got the message that initialization is complete, we can head back to API endpoint, and then there you see that the class we've created was ported over. And at this point, this should be empty because we didn't really populate it with data. Right now, since this is not uh, the class or the model was not created under the service manager umbrella, the portal will not be able to like allow or it does not have the capability yet to like edit or uh, update this class. You can simply like create charts or tables around it. So to populate this with data, we're gonna head over to our handy dandy Postman. Um, then like a true OData endpoint, we're gonna use the um, post verb to create new items. We shall have a JSON body or JSON format sent over body. Paradise. Okay. So there. Once the entity is created, it will return a 201 or status or the created status. Then it will show you the item that it was able to create. Then yeah, as you can see, we've only specified product and price, but and then all the other information was supplied supplied by platform API itself. So once we head over to our endpoint at the portal, we can see that uh, it was able to reflect in the data we created. So I'm just gonna head over and add in a few more um, items. Now, so it should list out 5 items there. So again, now that we have our data, we can consume this in via the OData table widget, just like what we've done earlier with our customs SCSM class. So we're gonna get we're gonna add in a new OData table widget at our demo page, right at the configuration. Um, at the collection, we're gonna add in product, and we're gonna say ID, name, price. That should let you with the data that we have. Again, aside from um, uh, tables, you could also use OData chart to consume your endpoint. So let's see by price. Let's see name and price. And that should this will also allow you to like specify a certain color for each series. So there. So you could build out your reports by using the chart widget. And lastly, um, we're gonna try to consume this product endpoint at uh, at an Excel worksheet. So I'm just gonna open up a new worksheet. And what we want to do is go over the data tab. And what we want from here is to set the source to an OData feed. And the feed that we want to add in is portal platforms endpoint. And then at this point, it will display all the available entity sets, all of the available uh, tables and functions that the platform has as of the moment. So for this instance, we're gonna try to display our product class, and we're just gonna cancel this authentication for now because we're gonna edit out the data source. Anyway, that's just okay because right at the queries and connection section, we will be modifying the um, the data connection. So if we click on Advanced Editor, we will um, replace this line implementation equals 2.0 with the platform authentication header. Oh, we need to do that because since now we're consuming the data outside of the portal, platform will require you for some authentication uh, or authorization uh, process or filter to be able to process your data. That is for security purposes. It won't allow you to just simply use things anonymously. So the header will look like this. Uh, it will have the authorization key, then the value will be bearer plus the authentication token. Now you can get the platform authentication token via the portal also. So when you're an uh, administrator, you will get this authentication token page. This is where you add in your token. You just have to give it a name and an expiry uh, date, and it will generate the token for you. So we could copy this over to the clipboard, head over our Excel connection string editor, and hit on done. There. So I was able to pull in our data already. Then maybe at this point you could uh, do some more querying, filtering, or uh, yeah, at this, or you can manipulate your data some more. And once you're already happy with it, you could simply just click close and load, and that would refresh your worksheet with some data. So, yeah, so that's about it, I think. Mm, let me just head over back to my slide. Uh, some more time. So yeah, I guess that wrap things up for this session. Thank you for joining in and for listening in. I do hope that I was able to impart something useful for you. And again, there's going to be a Q&A session right after this. So I guess see you guys there. And then with that, I bid you all a good day. Thank you.